How's it going, everybody? Hope you're all having an amazing day. In this video, we're going to break down in depth each area that you can unlock in the upcoming Trailblazer Reloaded League. I'm going to go over which path that I chose in the last league, as well as go over all of the new content that has come into the game since the last league and, that content's corresponding areas. This league is going to be amazing and you're not going to want to miss out on it, and the theory crafting is only just beginning. Keep an eye out on the channel because we will be putting out a ton of Trailblazer Reloaded content. If this video helps you out at all though, then help me out by hitting that like button, but let's go ahead and cut this plug and get right into it. So there is a lot of information to go over in this video, and I'm going to try and keep it as concise as possible, but I also want to come at this as if you did not play the first Trailblazer League. So let's quickly start off with what exactly will be happening. Old school RuneScape will be divided into 10 regions and you will only be able to play in 5 of them. This not only limits the content that you can do, but it also limits the way that you can go about doing that content. Hopefully that makes a little bit more sense when I'm going over the choices that I made in the previous Trailblazer League. Regardless, 2 of the 10 regions are automatically unlocked, those being Missalin and Karamja. Other than that, you can slowly unlock 3 more regions, with your choices being the Wilderness, Fremnik Isles, Asgarnia, Mortania, Caridian Desert, Kandarin, Tirinwin, and the Karind and Kabos area. Now that we have those basics out of the way though, let's start to dive into the choices that I made in the first Trailblazer League. Keep in mind that Karind was not in the first Trailblazer League, so what we ended up doing was we chose Kandarin for our first area unlock in the first Trailblazer League, Mortania as the second one, and then finally we chose the Fremnik region. I remember my first account's playthrough being very slow and also very redundant. I had ended up choosing regions that I was very familiar with, which made having to grind through the tasks in those regions feel like a real slog. I think that is especially true when it came to Kandarin, because it was a big region with some decent unlocks, but not really a whole lot of fun bosses or really even anything to do in that region that I haven't done already. Basically, it was just like the Kraken that was new. Also, I remember that on my first account, I chose the double cast relic, which made me feel like my final choice for zone unlock had to be the Fremnik one, so I could unlock Wrath runes and take full advantage of the double cast relic, which sucked because I was really wanting to do some God Wars dungeon, and I wanted to do Tirinwin as well to get into Prifddinas. I've never been there in the main game, which is actually why I ended up making the second account. And in the second account, I chose the Wilderness, Tirinwin, and Asgarnia, and I had a lot more fun on the second account. First off, in the Wilderness, there's not a whole lot of PKers out, or by the time I was playing in the Wilderness, people had run their course and we're done really giving a crap about PKing on an Iron Man mode, right? So the Wilderness was actually chill, which was a new experience for me, and I also wanted to do content that I hadn't tried before, like Prif, which we did unlock with Tirinwin. And I gotta be real, I had a lot more fun on my second account. It felt like I was getting points faster on my second account, probably because I was enjoying engaging with the content in the areas much more, which is why I think that being 100% positive about the route that you want to do is the most important thing about playing the Trailblazer League. And hopefully once we go over each region here and what content is in them, both old and new, you'll be more sure about the route that you want to take. And trust me, things get even trickier this year with Karind being thrown into the mix. I'm going to try to go through this list as quickly as possible so this does not turn into a 20-minute video. So let's go ahead and start off with the Wilderness, where we have the best in slot mage capes, rune crossbow, dragon axe, the dragon pickaxe, dragon boots. You got the draconic visage. You got corporeal beast and the spirit shields that come with that, revenant weapons and the revenant drops, plus the Wilderness boss rings, For some of the new things that we have coming into the wilderness, we have the Wilderness Boss rework, as well as the Void Waker that comes with that, and the Slayer Caves have been reworked a little bit and all that good stuff. Also, possibly the Phantom Musfa. I really don't think so, but it's kind of up in that area. Possibly, but that, you know, it requires Secrets of the North, which should technically require the desert unlock, but the Phantom Musfa is either in the wilderness zone or the Fremnik zone. I can't tell for sure. Let me know down in the comments. I might even be wrong about Secrets of the North being anything to do with the desert. I'm not 100% sure. When I play main game, I play to PK, bro. So jumping into this end game and main game stuff, just really, I struggle to understand. So let me know down in the comments where you think the Phantom Musfa lands on the unlock list. But next we have the Fremnik Isles, which comes with the Face Guard, Dagonoth King Rings, you got the Dragon Axe, you got Mud Staff, Golden Leaves, and those granite slabs for construction, as well as the God Books. And from what I can tell, there's no new content up in that area, unless, of course, the Phantom Musfa is unlocked there, which it could very well definitely might be. I don't know. Next up, though, we have Asgarnia, where you get Dragon Boots, all of the God Wars drops, Dragon Defender, Rune Crossbow, Cerberus drops, as well as the Max Cape. But when it comes to new stuff, you only have the Giant's Foundry, which, don't get me wrong, will be great for smithing, but that's all of the new stuff in the Asgarnian area. Next up, we have Mortania, where you can unlock whips, Slayer Helmet, Black Mask, Barrow's equipment, Theater of Blood equipment, Inquisitor armor. For new stuff here, we have Guardians of the Rift and hard mode Theater of Blood, which might actually not end up being so hard once you're inside of leagues. But after that, we have the Caridian Desert, where you can unlock Ancients and the rewards from the Mage Arena, as well as Sandstone and Blackjacking, and the ability to craft darts. If that doesn't sound fun, I tell you, nobody thought it sounded fun, and it was the worst area in the original Trailblazer League. But what was the worst last league may definitely turn out to be the best in this league, with the new additions being Temperos, TOA, and Desert Treasure 2. I'm gonna be picking the desert this season just for Temperos. Like, Temperos in itself is going to make me pick the desert, let alone TOA and Desert Treasure 2 and all that. We're definitely going to be diving into the desert. Next up, we have Kandarin, where you unlock Piety, Imbued Rings, Fighter Torso, Trident, Smokestaff, Dragon Scimitar, Zenite Shards, Tentacle Whip, and so on and so on. For new stuff in Kandarin, we have nothing by the looks of it. And with my personal experience, I had the least amount of fun in this area during the last season. And I'm most definitely not going to be picking this one this season. Let me know down in the comments if you're still going to be going with Kandarin and why exactly you would be doing that. But next up, we have Tyrannwyn, where you unlock the Blowpipe, Serp Helm, Crystal Equipment, access to Prifdinus, and Onyx Gems that come from Zulrah. And again, it doesn't look like we have anything new coming to Tyrannwyn. Let me know down in the comments if I'm mistaken with that and there are some new stuff. But finally, we have Korinth, the new area to choose from this Trailblazer Reloaded season. And here you can unlock everything from Chambers of Zarek, rewards, the Tome of Fire, Brimstone Ring, access to the Slayer Cave, Farming Guild, Woodcutting Guild, tons of stuff coming out of Korinth. I think Korinth is a need to choose area this season, much like Tyrannwyn was a need to choose area in the first Trailblazer. As for new stuff, we have a Kingdom Divided quest and Thralls coming out over in Korinth. But that's it. That was just a very, very brief overview. And I'm sure I actually ended up missing out on a lot of things in each area. Let me know down in the comments what other unlocks come in each area so that we can get a full grasp on this. I might make a video for each area individually, really diving deep into them. Let me know if that's something that you would be interested in. I'm also going to be going live a ton for Trailblazer Reloaded. When it came to Deadman, I wasn't able to go live so much because a lot of it was like mundane, really, safe zone stuff. You know, we got off to a weird start with the oral surgery that I had to go get done. Regardless, when it comes to Trailblazer, it's my progress in Deadman mode was strictly based on how much progress I could get done, and so I would end up being at the bottom of the bracket, and in specific brackets it made it hard to go live. Whereas in Trailblazer, my progress doesn't get dictated by anybody else in the game, right? We can just come home, go live, and you know, get some gains on the Trailblazer League and have some fun with that. So we're gonna be going live a ton at kick.com/Fringe-Patriot-Gaming. Be sure to go and give me a follow over there so you can catch when we go live. But that's all the information that I wanted to cover in this video. Hopefully the video didn't corrupt this time and I don't have to cut the audio from it. But I hope you all have an amazing day. I'm out.